All right, so can somebody tell me in your own words what probability is? Perfect, write that down. The chance or likelihood of something happening.
No pressure. So I'm feeling really good about this. This is just in case you have to.
All right, so we're writing down probability is the chance or likelihood an event happens. Number 2, use the spinner to find the I was going to have you write something else under probability. Commonly, we write or do a shorthand that looks like this. Probability is wanted over total. For example, let's write this example up there. Let's say I want the probability that you are borrowing one of my calculators. I want to know how many are borrowing over the total. So let me look at how many were borrowed today. 7 of my calculators are being borrowed out of the total number of people. 21. Can that be simplified? Yes. What do they both have in common? 7. So divide by 7. 21 divided by 7 is 3. A lot of times we'll leave our answer 1/3. If we do it in the calculator, we know what that's going to be, right? 1 divided by 3 is what? 0.3 repeating. Please write down 0.3. Give me a lot of 3s. 6 or 7 of them. Now, when we do a percent, you would move the decimal 2 times, which would make it 33.33%. There are a lot of correct ways to write your answer. Here are all the ways I would accept this problem. The probability of picking somebody in the room that's borrowing my calculator, you could write 1/3, you could write 0.33, or 33.33%. Those are all acceptable answers. The reason I went so far here is because I knew I was going to move the decimal, so I needed a lot of them. Both of these are taken to the 100th place. Just be careful that you don't say this, 0.33%. Do we see a problem with that? That's not even 1%. That's definitely different than 33%. So a decimal or a percent, just be careful not to sort of combine the two. All right, now let's use the spinner. Probability of spinning a 1. How many 1s are there? 3. How many total numbers are on the board? Can I simplify 3/8? Nope, that's my answer. I don't need to get a calculator, type it in, get a decimal or percent. That's just extra work. You can do it, but why? Number two, part B. Spinning a 2. How many 2s are there? Oh, there's 3 of them. Out of total, there's still a total of 8 numbers on the board. 3 8s cannot be simplified. Go ahead and try the rest of them. See what you come up with. Always simplify. Part C, spinning a 3. There are 2 3s. There's a total of 8 numbers. That simplifies to a fourth. Letter D, spinning a 4. There are 0 4s. That simplifies. Use your calculator if you need to. 0 divided by 8. Kendall, let me know what you get, please. 0. Please always simplify. Anything with 0 on the top is 0. So if you were to type 0 over 1, 0 over 2, 0 over 3, 0 over 10, 0 over 1,000, it's 0. If 0 is on the bottom, what do I get? At the top, I heard something else. No solution. Your calculator will say error. We don't divide by 0. So you would write no solution, not possible. 0 is on the top. It is 0. E, spinning a 1 or a 2. That's a 1 or 2. That's a 1 or 2. There are 6 numbers that fit that out of the total of 8 still. Those are both divisible by 2, 3/4. Letter F, spinning a number less than 5. Okay, less than 5, less than 5. There's 8 of them that are less than 5. Out of 8, does that simplify to what, Savannah? 1. Good. So that's how basic probability works. Let's look at the next one. Find the probability of hitting the shaded area in this circle. I will tell you it's not necessarily drawn to scale. Let's write down probability of the shaded. Think about wanted over total. I want the shaded, which is a triangle, over the total, which is a circle. If I could find how big the triangle is and how big the circle is, I'd pretty much have my answer. Do we know how to find the area of a triangle? You just did that. Yeah. Area of a triangle is 1/2 base times height. Let's all say this one at the same time. Area of a circle is, not bad, pi r squared. So I'm going to go with the triangle first. 1/2 base times height. There is a right angle in here. I'm sorry, it's not very easy to see, but there is a right angle there. So lucky for us, 7 and 12 are perpendicular, so they are base and height. My denominator, pi r squared. You can type it like this, but we have to be careful. We have to put all of this in a parentheses and all of this. If you don't want to do that, just simplify the top and then simplify the bottom. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do the top, 1/2 times 7 times 12 is 42. And the denominator, pi r squared, I like to have my answers in percents. So I do a lot of decimals because I'm going to be moving it more. So when I move this 2 times, my decimal lands right there. So 6 0.82%. I suppose I said earlier I would accept this, but I really don't like that. I will take it, but let's do percents for sort of pictures like this. Questions on this one? Percent wanted over total. Number 4, Zelly plans to play the dart game at the county fair. The target is on a 15 by 15 inch dartboard. Let's pause there. Look at your dartboard. Label it 15 by 15. The small circle has a radius of 2 inches. Label that. The large circle has the same center and a radius of 6. If the dart lands in the shaded region, Zelly wins the grand prize. If the dart lands in the outer circular region, Zelly will win a small prize. Part A, find the probability Zelly wins the grand prize. Probability of getting the grand prize. What do we want over the total? What shape do we want? The small circle, right? I'm going to put small circle, that's what I want, over the total dartboard, the total big square. Go ahead, find the area of the small circle, find the area of the square, and then divide them. When I move my decimal, I get 5.58505, and I rounded that to hundredths. Answer, 5.59% chance of getting the grand prize. Part B, what's the probability that Zenny will win the smaller prize? Probability of the small prize. We need to be careful here. We cannot say this. The big circle over the total square. I thought the bigger circle is how we get the small prize. What's the deal? Right. Watch what happens if I highlight the whole big circle. Do I win the small prize if I hit anywhere in that circle? No, because if I hit in here, I got the grand prize. So we can't just say the whole big circle. So how are we going to say what we really want, which is the donut shape? How are we going to calculate the donut? Because we don't have a formula for donuts.
You do it like normally, and then you subtract it.
Perfect. Find the area of the whole thing. And then you're going to just subtract the middle. Yeah. So I'm going to write area of the big circle, subtract out the area of the small circle. That's how I'm gonna get a donut. The big circle, take out the little circle. Let's do the area of the big circle. Pi r squared. The radius of the big circle is 6. Minus, let's do the area of the small circle. Pi r squared. That r is 2. Denominator is still the total rectangle, 15 times 15. I would not type it in, although it is possible to correctly type this in. I think we can do a lot of simplifying in our head. What is 6 squared? So this is 36 pi. What's 2 squared? 4 pi. So what's 36 pi's minus 4 pi's? 32 pi is my numerator. We've already done 15 times 15.